Yo, what's up? It's Shawnee TV with Happy Me, Happy We, where we cultivate happiness from the inside out. Today we're going to discuss the happiness set point. We all have a happiness set point. It's different for each and every one of us. Some of us have a really high happiness set point. Some of us have a really low happiness set point. Wherever your happiness set point is, only you can determine that for yourself. Only you can figure out what your happiness set point is. Nobody can tell you where that is because it's all subjective. What is your happiness set point? Where did you get your happiness set point from? And how can you raise your happiness set point? Those are the three things I want to work on with you. I explain where you got it from. It's good for people to have happy families, and it seems really irritating sometimes for people that have unhappy families when they want to be happy. But in their genetics, that 50%, they feel really unhappy because that's what was taught to them. That's what they gained from their genes. That nature and that nurture played a part there, and they became really, really unhappy people. However, what we have learned through epigenetics, if you look up Bruce Lipton, he'll give you more information on that. But through epigenetics, we are able to discover that genes, yes, genes can change. When you're focused on controlling something so small in order to be happy, that puts you in this crazy position because you have all this other percentage that you can use to be happy. But if you focus on the part that you cannot control, you will continuously be unhappy and more unhappy because you're moving farther away from your happiness set point. But when you go back to your happiness set point, you feel comfortable and you feel like your happiness is here and now. You're able to experience it. When you deviate too high away from your happiness set point or too low away from your happiness set point, that's when something in you got to kick in and push you back to the baseline. They did a research study on lottery winners. They saw that when they won the millions and millions and millions of dollars, it was life changing. It did make them happy in the moment, but over time, they went right back to their baseline of happiness, their emotional set point, their happiness set point. It taught researchers that the happiness set point is a baseline. No matter what happens to the person that brings them above or below their baseline of happiness, they will return back to the baseline of happiness over time. Same thing with the study for people that lost a limb or people that became paraplegic. After a certain amount of time, they were no longer as sad as they were when they first lost the limb or when they first became paraplegic because their happiness set point was always where it was. If they were a happy person and something happened to them, like a major life-changing circumstance, it didn't mess them up to the point where they couldn't return back to the baseline. They became happier people again, even after losing a limb, even after losing a child, even after losing something really, really major. This is why it's so important to know where your happiness baseline is, where your happiness set point is, because it'll give you the ability to notice when you're getting out of that range that you're okay. This is something that's making me uncomfortable. When I'm out of this range, I'm uncomfortable. But I need to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable and getting out of that range and being able to lift that range up. It all starts with you. It all starts with me. Happy me equals happy we. Together we can be happy. I love you. Be safe out here. See y'all next week. Peace.